getting paid with you, know my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. Making shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know, you ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that, big chips, man, I need that, hustle hard, on the job, you can see that, on my head is real good, we don't need your feedback, they clear the way when my crew coming through, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's, now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
11.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
21. Here we go. Bravo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 58.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo now. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Hey, gun.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I'm here all day.
Check.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Go out.
SOS.
X3. 218. Chopper. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check 4.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do. I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Hey, watch the slant. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McSorley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
58's the Mike.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the set.
51. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check. Lucky. 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you. Flag!
58 for Mike.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Mike, 58, right there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check.
61. Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Hey, gun.
58, come on. Record.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play, and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
You got General West.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The screen pass.
Oh, yeah.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Charlie.
51, Mike 51. Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Go, Mike, you did.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. McSorley sets to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fellas, here we go. 12.
Oh, yes.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Blue draw Porter.
Check.
Hey, lock it. Yep. Smooth.
Mike 51.
Right up.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
It's just me and you. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
I
got you.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 36.
1, Omaha.
Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Pollard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second and 11 now. McSorley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Go. Hey, orbit.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
21.
58 to Mike. Let him know. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Right.
21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Alert! Alert!
58's the money.
21. Here we go.
You can't block me.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Tight end right. 4 down.
21.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, guns.
Bring it. Kill. Check nickel.
Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get ready.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Leo, get it.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, zoom. Ready.
McSorley from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Don't let him breathe. 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 29. Garoppolo, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
60 outlaw. Hey, back up. Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up. Jim. Check 9.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
One, Omaha. 58.
Now Garoppolo. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I got this. 2.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bravo.
A 6-yard pickup.
Look at me, Zipper.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. From the left side, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down. They go play action now with McSorley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. It'll be McSorley again. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now McSorley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, exit.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Throwing is McSorley. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. Rock it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Tomlinson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
25, check 25, check 10.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Check 49, check 49.
Here's Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On second and 10, McSorley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
51 to Mike. Go on. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put. Look at me. Go. Tighten up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big rip.
Here's McSorley to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Let's go.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Check 26.
Now Tomlinson on first and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on first and goal, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Ready? 60 out long. And let's pin the mirrors back and go topper. Let's go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trace McSorley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go, defense.
He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 180. White. Hey, gun.
58 for Mike, 58.
Hey, orbit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
58.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.